I want to know a fair bit about the product. I want to make sure that I familiarise myself, and I want to make sure that I know what the benefits are for your customers, so that when I highlight it in a way that it benefits your customers, if that makes sense. So I know exactly what triggers them to buy, and more importantly also what triggers them not to buy, so that you can make appropriate decisions to either include or not include components into that sort of product walkthrough or a service walkthrough or even a testimonial. So the way that our process works is we've got a 3-step process. Pre-production means that we set up for the testimonial and for the video work, and from script to understanding the person that we're going to be filming, the location and all that sort of stuff. And we do that basically just by having a conversation and making sure that we iron out those details. That means that when we get to the second stage, which is the production, there's very little to no unknowns, and we deal with some of those on the day, but there's virtually no unknown. So when we come there, we feel comfortable and the person that we're interviewing feels comfortable, because you're not stressing about doing things. I want to make sure that I know exactly what I am delivering for you, so that everyone is comfortable in doing this project. The way that we do that is we'll ask you a lot of questions. We'll create a script to make sure that we know what we're doing. We know what cameras to use. We know what sound to use. We know where we're shooting, whether there's light, whether we need to bring light and all that sort of stuff. And it really makes it a lot easier on the person that you're interviewing as well. Because when you come relaxed, they're relaxed. But if you're puffed and all this sort of stuff, trying to put lights up, cameras, and you don't know what you're doing, everyone feels confused. We want to make sure that we remove as much of that as possible to make sure that what we do is professional, and to make sure that people on the other side feel as comfortable as possible. And the end product is exactly what you want, and hopefully well exceeds your expectations as well. The last step in the production, which is the post-production step, is quite important, because it assembles the story that we've been talking about for days, weeks, months, or whatever the case might be. And the way that we do that is, first of all, making sure that we've done pre-production really well, and we understand what we want to deliver. And the way that we make sure that the story is exactly what it needs to be is that we need clear direction from the people that we work with and what they want to achieve out of the story. Sometimes they don't really have that vision, and they would like us to create a vision for them, making sure that it suits the brand and what they're trying to achieve and all that sort of stuff. And that's what we do. And in that case, they might come with some feedback and say, oh, can you tweak this? Can you tweak that? And the way that we make sure that it's perfect for them is that we offer reviews, and we've got a platform that we use that our customers can have a look at the video, and they can comment on every second of the video that they receive. They can draw on the video and say, I'd like our color to be a little bit different, or can we remove this, or can we add this, or whatever the case might be. And of course within limits, because there is limits. It's not like we can change the image completely, but we can make some changes, especially when it comes to the story itself. So if a person says a sentence that perhaps doesn't align well with what they're trying to achieve, we can remove that. So we make sure that we provide the first edit within 7 days, and our customers get to go through the edit and make any changes that they would like. We go off and make those changes, and we go as many times as we need, of course within limits as well.